Hey everybody, this is TotalGamerJunkie. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. So in this video, I'll be playing a game called Henchman Story, which is a visual novel. It's very interesting, at least I think it is. And it's what the title implies. You're a henchman and this is your story. Now, as this is a visual novel, I won't be moving around or interacting. It's not a 2D, it's not a 3D type game. You just sit and you watch, and I thought, as I'm going to be playing games on my channel, this would make a very interesting one, as I want to try and play more narrative games with choices and consequences. So without further ado, let's get started.
Yes, yes! Another victory for the invincible Lord Bedlam! Excellent work, my brothers and sisters. At long last, the first phase of my master plan is complete. Now, gather the spoils of our conquest, so that we may return to our fortress post-haste.
So you want all these pet supplies stacked in the truck?
Yes, stack the pet supplies in the truck.
Okay, just double checking, because there is a lot of dog food here, and I'm just not sure the resale value is worth the back strain, you know? Oh, and do you care about organization? Like, should we sort it by animal, or...?
Just load the boxes! If you please, Madam Conrad.
Right. Sure. God damn it. Hey, Dave, can you help me with this?
Okay, so in case any of you are still figuring it out, we're playing a stand.
Oh, sure thing, buddy. Try lifting with your legs. I hear that helps.
Yeah, this guy, I'm just going to say he's my favorite character in this whole game.
I meant help me lift the box, dude.
Oh, gosh, no. I'm a squad supervisor. I'm supervising. But I believe in you, Stan. You can do it.
Yes, I can.
Great work on that box, buddy. Way to go.
Yeah, thanks, the leg thing helped.
Thanks. You know, the whole lift with your legs thing actually worked. I mean, you hear it all the time, so I just figured it was bullshit, but it really...
Hey, fellas. Doing some late night shopping for Fido, huh? That's cute. What kind of mud is it? Looking at the two of you, I'd guess something like a Yorkie, maybe a teacup poodle. But that's way too much food for a dog that you could carry around in your purse.
Oh, he's a super Saint Bernard? So yeah, he's huge, massively big, eats a ton, shits are just, you know, gargantuan. Are you a dog person? Let me guess. Frenchie? Corgi?
Pitbull. But seriously, step away from the truck and keep your hands off the kibble. This puppy chow heist is over.
Oh, gosh. Oh, this is going to ruin Lord Bedlam's whole plan. I've got to warn him.
His plan? What about my plan? Hey, get back here!
Damn it, Dave.
Thanks for your commitment to the team, buddy. You've got this.
Yeah, sure thing.
Oh, really? Why don't you show me exactly what you've got, pal?
Whew, he's gone. We can talk now. Thank God you're here. My name's Magnum McLean, undercover superhero. I've been tracking these guys for months. Huge case, very sensitive. But wouldn't you know it, my cell phone died before I could call my team for backup. Some luck, huh? So listen, you stop them, and I'll go find a payphone so I can call this in, alright? Great. Go get him, champ.
First of all, Magnum McLean? Really?
What, your parents didn't alliterate? I thought everyone alliterated.
Second, you're gonna find a phone? What is this, 1998? Come on.
And like where I am, I see a payphone or two, so I don't find it hard to believe that there'd still be payphones around.
Okay, good point. I'll just go to our secret headquarters and tell them in person. Be right back.
Nope, you're staying right here. But C+ for effort.
Oh, come on. That was at least a B-. You're telling me I didn't have you for a second there? Really?
Not even for a fraction of one. So what's it gonna be, Sunshine? Are you gonna come quietly or not?
You know I'm not paid to take option A. Well, here goes nothing.
Alright, here we go, our first fight.
Bet you won't see this coming!
Tragic backstory. Or like trashy backstory. Nowadays, everyone wants to be a superhero. You see them posing gallantly on your news feed, and you think, sure, they're cool, but I bet I could be that cool too. I'll just do some sit-ups, start drinking diet soda, and add a little extra radiation to my coffee. Done deal. The thing is, not to crush your dreams or anything, but most people really can't. Even if you catch that 1 in a million break and land some superpowers instead of cancer, it's a long shot at best. And if you're some powerless schlub like the rest of us, no chance. Do a billion sit-ups, change your diet, whatever. When a bug hits a windshield, it doesn't matter if the bug's been hit in the gym, it goes splat all the same. Trust me, I know better than anyone. This is me. No, not the big muscly dude. That's Captain Commander. Or was it Captain Commodore? One of the captains. Anyway, see the guy flying off the page there in the purple? That's me. My name is Stan, and I'm a henchman. Captain Whatever wasn't the first person to punch me in the face, and he probably won't be the last. At least this time, I got a free 6-pack out of the deal when the guys saw I made the cover of Hero Weekly. Hard to drink it with a broken jaw, but you know, it's a thought that counts. So that's going to be a recurring thing. We never see Stan's face. It's always going to be blocked off, and I quite like that they chose that. Because, you know, if you like to, for example, like, you know, when you play a game, you create a character, you create your character. So in my mind, I can picture Stan however I want. There he is again. That guy in the creepy looking mask is my boss, Lord Bedlam. No one's really sure what he's the lord of exactly, but he's usually polite and he pays us, so we don't ask. Supervillains don't always socialize with their henchmen, but Lord Bedlam likes to every once in a while. Says that because we're a smaller operation, we have a family mentality. Not sure I'd go that far. Being a small-time supervillain outfit means that we steal from pet supply warehouses, and that if some animal-themed boomerang breaks your elbow, you have to wash the blood out of your uniform yourself. It does not mean that my co-workers aren't my brothers and sisters. I don't care how many times Lord Bedlam says it, mostly. I think he just wants to show up for game night and pretend it's not weird. It doesn't help that the mask kind of gives him an unfair advantage at poker. Not that anyone ever had the guts to bring it up. Honestly though, it could be worse. We've got food, 4 wars, salaries, and healthcare. I mean, not good healthcare, but you take what you can get when you get your ass kicked for a living. After spending a few years drowning in debt, a job like this seemed pretty damn appealing. You know, moral quandaries aside. Also, the frequent pain. Like I said, not every day ends in a superpowered beatdown. Most of the time, my life is pretty normal. Well, from a certain perspective. Issue 1. Clock in, clock out. This is my room. It's a little cozy, but it's as nice as anything I had in college. Plus, I get it all to myself. Lord Bedlam did some research, and I guess henchmen that lived in private quarters perform 15% better than henchmen that live in a barracks. He's all about that psychological stuff. The posters. Winners always cheat. Villainy for me. I guess private bathrooms don't affect performance or something, because we don't get those. So after I wake up, I grab my towel and toiletries and head to the locker room. The locker room isn't bad. I mean, it definitely smells a little funky, though part of that is my fault. I did get tossed into a garbage can a few weeks ago after all. Also, sometimes the hot water in the showers cuts out for a second, so you end up yelping like a small dog and hopping around naked. That's super fun. Anyway, the line for the showers is always pretty long, so I start by heading for the sinks to brush my teeth.
Morning, Stan! You're looking chipper as usual.
Yeah, good to see you.
What can I say, Dave? You brighten my day. And everything within a 200-foot radius.
Well, gee, buddy, you know me. Just trying to make the world a better place, one smile at a time.
I must have missed that in our mission statement.
I never discovered how someone as disgustingly cheerful as Dave ended up being a henchman for Lord Bedlam. I'm not sure any explanation would suffice, honestly. He's just a smiling, corn-fed, small-town doofus who happens to work for a supervillain. Go figure. And he's always so peppy. Like, pepped up, you know? Such a positive guy. Which when I was playing it, I thought was a bit weird too, so I was like, a bit iffy. But you know, I grew to like his character in the end. Whatever his deal is, I'm stuck with him, since he's my supervisor, which as far as I can tell, means that his job is just to kind of exist, but with more enthusiasm.
So, pop quiz for you, buddy. What's your assignment for the day?
Well, we don't have an operation, and today is Tuesday, so that means I'm guarding a door.
Correct! You're assigned to guard the classified Level 4 research chamber. I'm glad that I could count on an experienced guy like you for something so important.
Well, I've guarded it every Tuesday for years, so yeah, I guess you could call me experienced. I'm a regular veteran of standing next to a door.
Not just any door, a Level 4 door, and Lord Bedlam has entrusted its protection to our team. It's a big responsibility. By keeping that door safe, you keep Lord Bedlam's plan safe, and Lord Bedlam's plans are going to help all of us. Doesn't it feel great, you know, to be a part of something bigger than yourself?
Most of the time, henchmen fall into one of two categories. Either they think of it as a job like me, or they've generally brought bored into their supervillain's cause or cult of personality. Dave is definitely the latter. I'm almost certain he has a Lord Bedlam tattoo somewhere. Like, I don't mean some wrist or ankle thing. I'm talking lower back.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Well, can't do such an important job smelling like this, so I'm gonna go take a shower. See you after assembly.
Looking forward to it, buddy.
After showering, shaving, and putting on my snazzy purple uniform, I head to the main hall for the morning assembly, where we'll all be addressed by Lord Bedlam in person. The hall itself is pretty massive, of course. It has to be, since it doubles as a hangar, as anyone can tell by the grounded jet helicopter hybrids that sit parked on the hall's east side. It's definitely more than enough room to fit all of us comfortably. After all, we only number about 200 or so, which is a lot less than some of the biggest supervillain outfits. At the far end of the hall, there's a small stage with a podium set up. A massive screen with a live feed of the stage sits above it, along with a full lighting rig, like you'd see at a concert. There's also some kind of ominous computer, but I've only ever seen it used for DJing at company functions.
Good morning, my loyal compatriots.
Mercifully, Lord Bedlam's arrival distracts me from memories of Dave dancing to folk synth music at last year's Christmas party. Not that the supervillain's ascent from beneath the stage is any more graceful. I don't know why he insists on making an entrance like this. In a world with superpowers, a stage elevator just isn't that impressive. Maybe he just gets a kick out of it? I don't know. Some of the guys eat it up.
Oh yeah! You're the greatest, Lord Bedlam!
Does he really react like that every morning, you ask? Yes. Yes, he does.
Thank you, thank you. I love the enthusiasm.
I love you, Lord Bedlam!
Alright, maybe just a little bit less enthusiasm.
Sorry, Lord Bedlam.
Yes, well, moving on. Today is a normal Tuesday, so you should all know your daily assignments. If you've somehow forgotten, consult the laminated schedule you received at the beginning of the quarter. If you lost your schedule, see Sam Leonhardt in HR and she'll make a new one for you. But the printing fee will come out of your paycheck, just so you know. I mean, they're laminated after all. That's not free. We do have some injury updates for you today. First, the good news. It looks like John Kess will walk again after that encounter with Muscle Master. I know we were all pulling for him. The bad news, Mace apparently has no idea who he is following his 7th concussion at the hands of the Shrouded Avenger, so he will not be returning to work. His family has received a fruit basket. For some lighter fare, we do have a birthday today. Congratulations to the Bacon Bruiser, who joined us in June after that unfortunate waffle iron incident forced the Breakfast Bandit into retirement. There will be some mini cupcakes in the East Break Room to celebrate. Please feel free to treat yourself to one between shifts. And it looks like that wraps up our morning announcements. So let's go out there and work together to make this a great day. And remember, the secret cabals, juntas, and unfairly moderated LARPing message boards that manipulate our society must all be destroyed! They will pay for their crimes in blood! And when my master plan comes to fruition, we shall be the ones to exact the toll! Then we shall rip out the diseased heart of modern society and replace it with a newer, better heart of our own making! A heart that actually enforces the rules about period-appropriate clothing and has no limits on caps lock usage! So says the invincible Lord Bedlam! Happy Tuesday, everyone. Go get 'em.
Oops. Sorry. Yeah, I won't dance around it. Amiable or not, Lord Bedlam is still definitely a supervillain, and what we do is in a bit of a moral, well, black area, I suppose. It's for a good cause, I think. The whole pay in blood thing was totally a metaphor, though. Lord Bedlam isn't about killing people. He does have that line, I made sure. Sorry if I skipped something there. After everyone files out... Oh, apologies. In case any of you heard that. After everyone flies out to the main hall, we scatter to the far corners of the facility and start our workday today. That means I need to take a long walk to the south wing. It's not exactly a scenic hike. The sites are basically what you'd expect from a hidden underground fortress. Stone walls, metal doors, and no windows. Still, it's nice to move about a little, considering my assignment. When I arrive, I find said assignment exactly as I expected. The metal door I'm guarding is just like all the others, except it's labeled 1385. It has a retinal scan and keypad next to it. Also as expected, Dave arrived before me and is standing at rigid attention. Judging by his ragged breathing, he ran all the way here.
How's the door doing, Dave?
All's quiet so far, luckily. You're 1 minute and 35 seconds late, you know. If you were 8 minutes and 26 seconds later, I'd have to mark it down.
Noted. I'll remember to teleport next time.
You can teleport?
Yep, but only once a week, and only if I have a breakfast burrito with mango habanero sauce in the morning. Think you could hook me up? You know, for the team.
Well, gosh, Stan, that's outside of our team's budget. But if it will keep you on schedule, then by golly, I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, and it helps if I get the one with the green packaging. You know, the one with the cactus mascot that wears the little sombrero.
I'll see what I can do. I've got to go check on the new guy first, though. What was his name again?
Not sure, but he insists on calling himself Sith Player. He's taking this whole henchman thing very seriously.
Well, of course he is. It's serious work, Stan. So be sure to stay vigilant and keep an eye on that door, buddy.
You got it, boss. That's me, super vigilant. But not vigilante vigilant, like villainously vigilant.
I'm not sure how much of that Dave heard, since he's already halfway down the hall on his way to check on the rest of our squad, but he gives me a thumbs up as he turns the corner, leaving me and door 1385 to ourselves. And so my day of standing in an empty hallway begins. Seriously, on Tuesdays, that's pretty much all I do. Since it's level 4 clearance, almost no one ever even uses the door. Oh, I guess I should explain. Level 4 clearance means that basically only Lord Bedlam or specifically approved henchmen have access. In this case, it's a handful of engineers and they rarely show up. Whatever's in there is apparently very important, but doesn't get a whole lot of love. Doesn't make sense to me, but I'm not paid to understand it. I'm paid to stand here, do nothing. Yippee. You might think I'm living the life, getting paid to stand around, but it does come with one problem: boredom. Mind-numbing, agonizing boredom. So when Dave drops by to do his rounds, I find myself trying to start a conversation. It doesn't always work, and sometimes I regret it. Still, I feel like if I don't at least try to make my brain function just a little, it'll shut down on me one day.
Hey there, buddy. How's your day going? All your tasks on schedule?
Hold on, let me check. Yep, door's still there. So my sole task of standing beside it and waiting for someone to actually use it remains right on track.
Well, that's just swell. You're always on the ball, Stan. Was there anything I can do to help you out? Maybe get the facility crew down here to give that door the old spit shine.
I think the door's shiny enough for now. But do you mind if I ask you something? Non-work related, I mean.
Sure thing, buddy. Daily chats with the team are an important part of being a squad supervisor, after all. What's on your mind?
What should I choose? How's the online dating
So,
scene?
how are things going with that dating app? Have any hot dates? Huh?
Oh, I don't know. I've chatted with a few girls on the app. I mean, it usually starts okay, but we always seem to have a difference in our beliefs.
What, like religion or something? I think there are specific apps for that if it's a big deal for you.
Oh, no, not that. It's just none of them seem to believe in Lord Bedlam's mission.
Shit, dude, you don't tell them you work for Lord Bedlam, do you?
Oh, no. I never violate the sanctity of our brotherhood. But it's very important to me, so I give them the bullet points of our code, and then they, unmatch me.
Damn, Dave. That's, sorry, man.
Thanks, buddy. I just wish I could date one of the girls here. It'd be so much easier. I've always really liked Jen from Squad 23.
Now don't get me wrong, I'm not exactly a lady killer, but I'm not quite the mess that poor Dave is. I could probably give him some useful advice. Then again, do I really need to go deeper? You, buddy, of course I will.
Listen, man. people all have different interests or beliefs, but that doesn't mean they can't get along. It doesn't mean they couldn't date even.
But it's really important to me.
Oh, it's important to me too, buddy. I am all about, our righteous cause and stuff. Thing is, just because these ladies don't share our enthusiasm, doesn't mean you won't enjoy spending time with them. Put it this way. Let's say you found the one, right? She's smart, she's funny, she's beautiful, and you love spending time together. You're a perfect pair, except for this one thing. Would you really let that end it?
Well, when you say it like that, I guess it makes sense. Thanks for the tip, buddy. But as your supervisor, I'm obligated to inform you that you are coming dangerously close to questioning Lord Bedlam's sacred mission, and I'm going to have to note that in your review.
Oh, thanks a lot, Dave.
Oh, thanks for the heads up, I guess?
You're welcome! As a squad supervisor, my duty to Lord Bedlam has to come first. You know that, buddy!
Sure do.
And to think that for a moment there, it felt like we were having a sincere conversation between two actual human beings. Serves me right, I guess. Sometimes these conversations go better, sometimes they go worse. Luckily, they all eventually end, and Dave leaves to check in with another member of the squad. After that, it's another long, eventless stretch of waiting in silence before I'm eventually relieved for lunch, and I head to the cafeteria. The cafeteria isn't much different from what you might find in a high school or a prison. Really depends on your perspective, I guess. There are long stained tables with uncomfortable plastic benches attached, a tile floor that is probably what a grizzled war veteran would look like in floor form, and the faint smell of mold and hopelessness. Not to mention noughts and crosses on that one table there. Most of Lord Bedlam's fortress is in much better shape, so it's strange that the cafeteria is so banged up, right? Wrong. See, Lord Bedlam may be head honcho everywhere else, but this place has its own Dark Master. History teaches us that whoever controls the food supply gains incredible leverage. The lord of this terrible domain learned that lesson well. So long as Lord Bedlam gets his tuna melt, this despot has absolute autonomy. Janitors, maintenance, engineering, none can defy his will. Not here, in the heart of his kingdom. So rose Antonio Giamatti, master of the cafeteria and my stomach's personal tormentor.
Next! Hey, talking to you, pal!
Oh, sorry. What's on the menu today, Chef Antonio?
We got bologna casserole, bologna hot dish, and bologna surprise.
Baloney for a month, baloney. That train we hijacked last month must have had 5 cars full of the stuff, because we haven't seen any other meat since. I glance down at my options. I only see 2, though they are each labelled as hot dish and casserole. They look exactly the same, cheeky bastard. Maybe the surprise is different. Or maybe I'm not that hungry.
I suddenly seem to have this real bad stomach thing, and as appetizing as all that looks, I think I'll actually pass.
Oh yeah, just now, huh? Just now you happen to not be hungry.
Yeah, I know. Bad timing, right? Because this food smells so...
So what? What are you trying to say, you ungrateful little shit? You saying Master Chef Giamatti ain't good enough for you? Is that it?
No, honest. I just don't feel good. That's it.
Right, sure thing, smart guy. Well, I'll tell you what. From now on, I'll have something just for your delicate little stomach. Specially made. How's that sound?
I know it's a trap, but no matter what I do, I'm probably on Antonio's shit list already. May as well embrace it with gusto.
Wow, a specially made meal from the legendary Antonio Giamatti? I'd be honored.
Oh, I know you would, pal. Trust me, you're gonna love it.
Looking forward to it.
As I head to my seat, I realize I may have just signed my own death warrant. At minimum, I'm guaranteed a few terrible meals in a row, but at least I'm facing it with my head held high. Besides, it couldn't possibly be worse than more baloney.
Next! Come on, Oberon, get a move on! I know they got lines in England. Don't you pretend you don't know how it works because you call it a tubery-doo or something. Come on!
I'd tell you what my day was like after lunch, but honestly, it wasn't any more exciting than the first half of it. I stood by a door some more, had a few more awkward conversations with Dave, and clocked out. The only thing I did differently today was take advantage of my personal food stash for dinner. It's running low, only a few protein bars and ramen packets left, but better to tap into that than face Antonio again. So yeah, it's like I said, other than my apparent rivalry with our lunchman, I live a pretty normal life most days. Sleep, eat, work, and repeat. Thrilling stuff. Of course, not every day is the same. We have different assignments each day of a week for one thing, and every now and then we have what Lord Bedlam calls an operation. In other words, supervillainy. As it happens, this Wednesday is an operation day. Issue 2. So this is where the story starts to pick up. But I'm going to stop it right here. I'm going to save it. There are some other games I'd like to put up as well. Some other videos I've got to upload. But I hope you all enjoyed this so far. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if there are any other games you'd like to see me play, let me know. This is TotalGamerJunkie, signing off.